What's up, cool kids? FD White. So we just got some news a couple hours ago that Trump has paused tariffs, or those retaliatory tariffs, on about 75 countries. So the 10% universal tariff is still in effect. 75 countries that reached out wanted to make deals. Those countries will not have the retaliatory tariffs. And then we have China, which is going to receive another boost in their percentage of tariff. So their total percentage of tariff is coming up to 125%. So that kind of scares me. I want to see how China retaliates. I don't know how China is going to retaliate. Are they going to bend the knee? Are they going to come with more retaliatory tariffs against America? This is just something that we'll have to see. We've been talking about this. We've been talking about this for the past 3-4 days. We said, watch out for Trump to come out and put a pause on these tariffs. We didn't know when. We knew for kind of a certainty last night when things start hitting the fan, in the bond market. I'm like, there's no way he can continue with this down this path. He has to throw the markets a bone. He has to throw something, pause these things, because the bond market was breaking. Like, things were literally breaking last night. I couldn't sleep. I was up watching the 10-year yield, watching the credit spreads and things like that. I'm still getting a little bit more savvy to how those work. But I also was just watching, and I stepped back and I said, I don't think Trump is going to just let the nation and let everything just crumble like this. I think he's going to come in and get these retaliatory tariffs down, or he's going to pause it or something. We talked about this on the last couple of videos. I hope you guys been watching and been in tune to the last couple of videos. One video, I was in the car. Let's actually go, and I'll show you exactly which videos that I'm talking about. So we talked about it. It's over. Opportunity coming in the markets. This was actually 3 days ago. I don't know why I said 2 days. So 3 days ago, we said opportunity coming in these markets. And we talked about a dead cat bounce. And in this one, I said, is the crash over? China not backing down. Like the last 3 or 4 minutes, we went on a rant talking about a bounce is probably coming. And that bounce came. That bounce came. So luckily, we were on the right side of this trade. Let's actually go here and let's talk about what's going on now. Let's talk about these markets. Let's talk about the crypto market. First and foremost, let's talk about the stock market. So the NASDAQ closed up 12%, hitting its head on resistance. We drew this line. We talked about this line last night or 2 days ago, talking about it will just be a lower high if we came up and got rejected here. So what we want to do, we want to bounce up, hold this as support, and then continue our way up. And now we can start getting a little bit more bullish in equities, or for the NASDAQ. The S&P still has a little bit of ways to go. We have the 200 still up here. Let's look at the NASDAQ's 200. We have the 200 for the NASDAQ still at about 2251. We have the 200 coming in for the S&P at about 5800. And then we have the 200 coming in perfect confluence with our downward sloping trend line, our macro downtrend coming in at about 42,200 for the Dow. So these were very huge bounces, and we talked about this, talked about the past 3-4 days. We've been talking about, well, probably the past 2 or 3 days. We've been trying to itch it and ingrain it in your brain that do not check out, do not get down and out. Pay attention, lock in. A bounce will come, and when that bounce comes, it's going to be massive. So shout out if you listen to me, or you listen to or watched a couple of those last 2 videos that I put out, man, because I try to preach. I don't have a huge following. I don't have a whole bunch of subscribers, but if you've been following me, you know I don't put out any BS. You know I'm always in tune to the market. I'm always fluid. I'm always cool, calm, and collected. We the cool kids. Make sure you guys go down in the Telegram. Link will be in the pinned comments. Come over and subscribe to the Telegram. Come on to the family. We're a good group of people. We call it a club because we come and we have a good time over in the Telegram. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to my Telegram. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is coming in at 82,685. So we do have my favorite moving average, one of my favorite moving average, the 21 or the 20-day modified moving average, coming in at about 83.5. But I really want to see, I think we can get up to about 84.5 to 85K. I think we're going to start hitting our head around that area. I think that's also a CME gap from like last week or the week before. So it's a magnet. Up here is a magnet. We have our macro downtrend coming in, which will, even if we come up here, will still be a lower high, but we have our macro downtrend. We have the 200 that'll start curving down. We have the 50-day. Then we have this horizontal all coming in around, you know, this 85. Nope, I'll take that back. So we have this horizontal, we have our macro downward sloping trend line, which we pulled from the 109 top, all coming in. And we have the 50-day coming in too, the 50-day moving average, all coming in around this 84 and a half to 85K level. So this next thing we got to do is flip this. And then I think we'll make our way up here, possibly tonight. I'm looking at tonight because I hope that happens, because I am in a trade. I'm up about $500 right now. I need about $200 more to pass this evaluation. This is a breakout evaluation, $10,000 breakout evaluation. Right now I'm up $808. So if I make about a little under $200 more, I pass this evaluation. Now I'll have a 100K account, which I'm going to start trading, especially if the market turns bullish. And then we have this one, which will be my scalping account. And then we're just going to continue to use the 10K account to try to get more and more 100K, 50K, or 100K accounts. So a 100K account costs about $800. So if I pass this, and then I make another 800, I'll buy another $100,000 account, and then the rest I'll just use to scalp. So that's my strategy. It's kind of like a revolving motor or a wheel, where I started with the 10K, passed the 10K, got 100K. Now I got another 10K, and I'll just keep trying to pass the 10Ks just to have 100K, you know, have some money in the stash just in case I blow a 100K account or I blow some accounts. I'll just have this just profits keep coming in order to buy new accounts if I do seem to blow those accounts. But I do have the 100K account I showed you guys on the last video, and now we're about a little under $200. Right now we're at about $500 P&L on this. I should have got in earlier. I wish I would have got in a little bit earlier, but I was doing something, and then I got the alert on my phone, ran to my computer, opened the long up at about, here we can tell you where we got in. So modify position. So I got in at 81,208. So I'm late. I could have got in at about 79.5 to about 80K. That's where I really would have wanted to get in. All the signs were pointing to a pretty green day, but I didn't think we were going to get that type of news that quick. I thought we were going to probably last to the end of the week, then get some news going into the weekend. But we got that news. So right now we're up about $500. So we're about to hopefully pass this account, and then we'll get funded, and then we'll use that as a scalping account, and then we'll also use that if we blow the 100K account, because we're going to start trading that 100K account as well. We were just waiting on the right time. I think if the altcoins can get to moving and things get to moving, I think I can pass that, or I think I can make a whole lot of money off that 100K account. We've been sitting on it. We've been talking about the 100K to $1 million challenge. I haven't been taking it. I've been busy. I haven't been really in tune to trading. Like, I've been trading, it's, you know, here and there, but I haven't been in tune. I've been waiting for a big move, a big shift in sentiment. So I think this is it. We're going to try to pass this today, this 10K account. Then we'll have a little bit more of a cushion just in case I lose this 100K account. Then I'll have this one to keep, you know, bringing money back in order to buy another 100K account. So it's just like I said, just like a wheel of profits that I like to keep coming in. So that's pretty much it, man. Let's really look at some altcoins really quick. Ethereum is up to 1661. We want to hold that $1,550 level. I don't even have to look at that here. So we drew this out a little bit earlier. We thought we were going to do something like this, but with the news, it was just off to the races. So we're probably looking to come up to about 1775 to 1800 if we can continue with Ethereum. XRP is up 14%. So we really want to just come up here, start holding this $2, this $2 level, the $2 and $2.05 level. And we can start making some moves. We can really start making some moves in some of these coins. Fart coin, we talked about Fart coin. Fart coin is up almost 50%. We talked about this in the Cool Kids Telegram. We said Fart coin is respecting levels and it's just bouncing. This is a month ago. We said just follow the trend line. Follow the trend line. Follow the trend line. So if you would have been following this trend line, also seems like we formed some sort of a huge ascending triangle with price going up, and then we had this nice little sell, this nice little resistance wall here. Finally broke above there. So if you are, or if you missed a move, if something happened and you missed a move, now what you're trying to do is wait for reclaims. Wait for reclaims. You know, double bottom here. Wait for reclaims. So a lot of these moves have already happened. So you want to see a flip of support or resistance back into support. So we're going to turn back into reclaim traders. We got the initial pop. Now the markets digest, calm down a little bit. Now we see if we hold these support resistance levels, these support levels that turn into resistance. Now we pop back above them. Now we want to see if we can hold them as support, and then we'll be I think we'll do fairly well, man. Let's make a lot of money, even if this is just a dead cat bounce. I'm telling you, let me make myself bigger. Even if this is just a dead cat bounce, just like we talked about in the previous couple videos, you can make a lot of money on these bounces. We're about to eat. We're about to eat. I'm about to put all of these trades. I'm gonna put a bunch of things in the Cool Kids Telegram. I'm gonna keep telling you that. Right now, let's actually check on my trade. So right now I'm up $517. So we got about another 170 more dollars, and we'll pass this account. This is a 10K account. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated, and yeah, have a good day. Make sure you guys are trading safe, still using stop losses. It's not the time to just put your mortgage money in. Take the trades, you know, be calm, be cool. As the market sentiment is a little bit more bullish today or tomorrow, maybe going to the weekend, take advantage of that. But remember, this is a very, very fundamentally based market, a very, very fundamentally based environment. So act accordingly, man. So this is FD White. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come on, like and subscribe. It's no way I should only have 1,700 subscribers. Not with the alpha I'm dropping. I've been dropping so much alpha over the past year. Like my calls have been spot on. There's no reason why I shouldn't have at least about 5 to 10K subscribers. So do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Peace.